What's going on, guys? So today I am going to be showing you guys how to replace just hot swap what we call a intercom. This is an Axis I-8016, I believe, LVE, and it's one of these new network intercoms. So this has already been IP'd. I will be making a separate video on how to IP devices, but I'm gonna be swapping out this old intercom right here, which I already removed the screws on, and for this new one that has a integrated camera in there. So yeah, pretty much I'll be taking these screws off, replacing it, plugging the new one in, and test it. So one thing I want to show you guys is that the way they installed this is that they cut out this here and they push this in here so they could go ahead and put some self-tappers and mount this old intercom in here. As y'all can see, it just has a RG45 network connection going back to the switch, and like I said, I'm gonna be replacing it with this Axis one that has a camera. That one does not have a camera. So yeah, the biggest challenge is going to be mounting this that has been already somewhat cut into shape so it could fit the old one, but I'm gonna have to mount this one in here. So yeah, something I'm planning on doing is using one of these cut out boxes, and so it can hold my intercom in place. And I mean, since they already cut this, I'm gonna have to be forced to use one of these. But yeah, so one of the things that I came up with is that this is meant for like a 3/4 inch sheetrock, and this metal here is thinner than that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some spacers in here, and that way this can make up for that space, that this thin part. If not, I'm not going to be able to mount this one. It's not going to hold my intercom. So I'm going to install some spacers in here and mount this box, and then mount my intercom on it, and go from there. So I found these spacers in my truck. These are spring nut washers. So I put a stick back on it. So I think this is going to be perfect to put here, right on top of this, so I can mount my box. So I'm gonna put one up here and one down here, so I could go ahead and mount my box, and it could go ahead and compress with those spacers in there. And yeah, just wanted to give you guys that little idea that will make up for what we need. So next step, we'll grab our cutter box and mount it. Alright guys, something really important here is just make sure that you are always nice and level. I know this is not a perfect installation, but I mean, sometimes you just gotta work with what you got. So yeah, let's go ahead and mount the intercom. Alright guys, so under this intercom there is a small screw down here, security screw, that needs to be removed so you could be able to remove this cover. And then you could go ahead and get to the actual screw holes here in the back to be able to mount this onto your cutout box. So let me go ahead and take that off real quick and show you how it looks. Now that I have removed unscrewed this little small screw in here, I don't know if you guys can see it. Put the light on it. The screw in here, I am able to pull this tab here, and just be careful not to lose the screw, because that's like gold, very hard to find it. I don't think you'll be able to get it anytime soon. But place this here, and then this cover just slides down. Should be able to be done pretty easily, but this one's a pain. So like I said, once you take that screw here, open that tab, this opens the first cover of this intercom, and this is where you got your camera and your mounting screws. So let's go ahead and mount this right quick. All right, the next step is pretty easy, I would say. just make sure you grab this RJ45 that's been already terminated from the old intercom and plug it in into your network connection. We got lights, and push all your wire in here. And for this, I'm gonna be using some 632 screws. Alright guys, now that the intercom has been installed, we take this little small cover off. And something really important, the intercom comes with some little plastic caps here to make this water resistant. So yeah, let's not forget to install those. So these are your little caps that are gonna go here. Boom. And there you go. That's how you install an Nexus intercom.